It was a busy morning in the courtroom when a young man stood before the judge. The judge looked at him curiously. "So, young man, what's your name?" the judge asked. The young man shifted slightly. I'm Harvey." "You're Harvey too?" The judge looked amused. Then, turning to the young woman next to him, he asked, "And you?" "My name's Teresa," she replied. The judge nodded, scribbling down some notes. "All right, Teresa, so, tell me, were you the one driving when the parking ticket happened?" Teresa hesitated for just a second. "Yes, I was driving that day." "So you're the one responsible for that ticket?" he asked with a playful tone. "Yes, I just have one." The judge looked at Harvey, half smiling. "She just threw you under the bus, huh? Looks like you're carrying all the blame for the moving violations." Harvey chuckled. "Yeah, pretty much." "Well then," the judge said, flipping through a few pages. "Let's talk about your record. You were caught running a red light at Allen's Avenue and Terminal Street. What happened?" Harvey scratched the back of his neck. "I think I was heading over to my girlfriend's place." "Were you in a rush?" the judge asked, eyebrow raised. "She had called me and said I should get there quickly, said she missed me a lot." "Ah, young love," the judge nodded. "You remember that feeling, Inspector Quinn?" "I used to," Quinn replied with a smirk. "Not anymore." The judge laughed. "Now it's more like, take your time, enjoy the silence." He turned back to Harvey. "So, was it your girlfriend's fault you ran the light?" Harvey shook his head quickly. No, it was my fault. I was in a rush and I ran the red light. It wasn't her." "Was dinner waiting?" "Something must have made you speed through." Harvey paused. "Honestly, I can't really remember." The judge looked around. "Ah, I see. Sister's here. Dad's here. The cameras are rolling. Trying to keep things under control, huh?" There was a round of quiet laughter. "All right, now let's talk about those school zone violations," the judge said, flipping another page. "You've got two." Harvey nodded. "Yes, that was in May. I was helping my mom get our house ready to sell, so I was running a lot of errands." "So now it's your mom's fault?" "No," Harvey replied firmly. "It's still my responsibility." The judge gave a playful glance at Quinn. "First the girlfriend, now the mom. This kid hasn't done anything wrong by himself. I'm starting to wonder why he's even here." Turning his attention to Teresa again, the judge asked, "Moi, there's a ticket for an expired meter. What happened there?" "That one's on me," Teresa said. "I was at work and forgot to pay the meter. Later that day, when I went online to pay it, it wasn't in the system. And with everything going on, packing up the house and all, I ended up losing the ticket. I haven't been able to find it since." "A classic case of the missing ticket," the judge said, leaning back. "Harvey, do you believe her?" He nodded. "Yes, she can be forgetful, and I believe she lost it." "So she forgets things, huh?" "Yes, but she's very punctual and responsible. I think she really would have paid it if she could have." "Oh, now you're making her sound like a saint," the judge chuckled, "trying to save her reputation." The judge continued scanning the file. "All right, here's another expired meter ticket. This one was on Eddy Street. Who does that belong to?" Harvey smiled sheepishly. "That's our mom's." "Of course," the judge said, grinning. "Now it all makes sense. It runs in the family." The courtroom chuckled again as the judge looked toward the father, sitting in support. "The dad's here too, defending his son, daughter, and now his wife. We've got a full house." Then the judge grew a little more serious. "This $25 ticket has now tripled to $75. What should I do about that?" Harvey didn't hesitate. "You should give my mom a break." "Oh, really?" the judge said, raising an eyebrow. "Why?" "Well, it was back in 2017. She might have lost the ticket just like Teresa did. And the time it was issued, 2/14, she was probably on her way to pick up my little brother from school." The judge tapped his pen. "Do all of you live together?" "Billy and I do," Harvey said. "Our dad doesn't live with us, but we live with our mom." "And who does the housework? The cleaning?" "My mom." "Cooking?" "My mom." Inspector Quinn smirked. The judge looked at him. "Should I keep asking?" "No need," Quinn replied. "We already know who's running the household." The judge shook his head, smiling. Now we just have to figure out what Billy does, besides sleeping and driving all over town. He turned back. Laundry? Harvey shrugged. Also my mom. The courtroom broke into soft laughter again. The judge leaned forward, mock serious. Any chance you have a spare bedroom at your place?